It's going to be a squib kick, onside kick, and Edgar's going to recover it. So Lourdes tried a little trickery to start the game. An onside kick fielded by the Wildcats, and Edgar's going to have great field position to start this first possession of the game. And they're going to give it to the deep man in the eye. That's Hackle, and he's going to break a tackle and maybe get a yard. Maybe got it across midfield. Not much there. Split backfield behind Strite. This time now strong side shift to the left. And they're going to pitch it and try to get Hackle around the left side. And he is going to be strung out and knocked out of bounds after a short gain. Got it down near the 46. Schuett comes in motion. Strite's going to hand it off. This is Maverick Butt. He breaks through, and he's down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds, but inside the 25-yard line. Back there with him. They're going to play action. He wants to throw. He's looking. He throws it out. He's going to overshoot his intended receiver. And they're going to hand it off. This is Hackle inside the 20, breaks a tackle, getting it down near the 15. Split backfield behind him. Quarterback keeper, Strite breaks through, and he's going to run to the end zone for a touchdown. They must have seen something there that the Lourdes defense gave up the middle of the field, and Strite went through almost untouched for a 16-yard touchdown run for Tucker Strite. Strite wants to throw, rolls out, being rushed. Now he throws it back the other way. It's going to be caught. Yes, 2-point conversion for Gavin Maurer. The first down, or if that was called at the line of scrimmage. Here's Covid's kick. It's going to be taken at about the 20, across the 25, the 30, and now flags fly in all over the field, and that's probably going to be a hold. And they're going to play action. They want to throw. Here comes the blitz, and they're going to knock down the quarterback. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And this time, Lindahl's going to keep it, and he's going to be dragged backwards and go nowhere. It's going to be another loss. Man comes in motion. Lindahl's going to roll out. He's being rushed. He gets rid of it. He's got it complete across the 30. It's going to be short of the first down, I believe. The pass completed at the 24-yard line, or the 34-yard line, and the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get the first down. Lindahl powers ahead across the 35 to about the 38. Lindahl out of the gun once again, and he's going to keep it again. He's got a hole, and he had to stop. He had ran into one of his own men as he got it out across the 45 to about the 46. Down and 3, and Lindahl's going to keep it again, and he is going to be dropped for a loss. Back at about the 39-yard line, Maverick Butt coming in to make the tackle for the loss. And out of the gun once again. Lindahl wants to throw. He's being rushed. He throws. He's got a man that's caught. It's going to be a first down. Strite will make the stop. He throw 4 receivers in the formation every time. Now an inside handoff. And positive yardage down inside the 40 as Lourdes will attack again. Lindahl on the run this time. He's going to pick up positive yardage. Going to be short of the first down. By Schuett on him. They're going to hand it off to Ridenauer again. He's got a big hole through the middle, and he is going to be dragged down. And Lindahl's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be dragged down. He gets positive yardage inside the 15 to about the 13. Lindahl's going to hand it off. Ridenauer up the middle, and going to be tackled after a short gain, short of the first down. Again, 4 receivers. Here comes a blitz. Lindahl's going to roll out. He's being chased. He throws. He's got a man, but he's going to overshoot him in the end zone. Formation. And now he's going to roll out. He wants to throw. He's being rushed. He avoids the sack. Still running. Now he throws. It's going to be over the head of his intended receiver. He's in motion. They're going to hand it off. And a nice cut. Maverick Butt now down the sideline. Now he gets out and knocked out of bounds. Butt was going to be tackled for a loss, and he was able to make a nice shifty move to get free. And he wants to throw. They're going to try to get it to Maurer. It's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Good defense there by Lourdes. Split backfield straight under center, and they're going to delay the handoff. And now Butt's trying to get around the end. He's going to be grabbed and tackled for a loss. It's Maurer. Strite going to hand it off to Hackle. Now he cuts it back, but he's not going to get enough. Got it out to the 29. And here comes the punter. It's a good one. It's a boomer. Fair catch is going to be called. That's loose. The ball's loose. Edgar's got it. A muffed punt. Fair catch was called by Ryder Mullen, and he backed up too far. Ball went off his hands on the muff, recovered by the Wildcats to the right. And they're going to hand it off and try the left side. This is Butt, and he is going to be knocked down after a short gain. Hand it off, quick handoff to Hackle, and he's going to be dropped after a short gain. Maybe got it down to the 30. And they're going to hand it off to Maverick Butt, straight ahead, spins. Can he get to the first down? He's going to be close. I think he's got it. Got everybody up front. They're going to try Butter on the left side. Did he get there? I think he did. He didn't need much. He got it across the 25-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. They're going to hand it off to Hackle, and he's going to be knocked down after a short gain again. Strite's going to try the counter play to Maurer, and he's going to be knocked down. Boy, they had that. Looked like it was open. Lourdes showing blitz. They're going to hand it off to Butt. He's got some running room. A stiff arm, breaks a tackle. First down and more as he steps along the sidelines to right. And Strite wants to throw. He's got a man. Maverick Butt open. It's going to be a touchdown. Maverick Butt wide open. Nobody went with him. He caught the ball at about the 4-yard line and took it in for a 7-yard touchdown pass. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, along with the Edgar Wildcats. Here's a squib kick. Going to be off one of the players for Lourdes, and then the deep man picks it up, and he is going to be knocked backwards quickly. Gun. Lindahl's going to keep it, run straight ahead. He's going to be dropped for a loss again. To the far side. Now man comes in motion. They're going to pitch it to him, and this is going to be Ridenauer trying to get the corner. He's going to be knocked down. He picked up a couple. 4 of his 8 carries have been for a loss. Now he wants to throw. He rolls out. Being chased. He gets rid of it. It's caught, but it's going to be only a pickup of about a yard. It's going to be a punting situation. They're going to go for this? They are. They're going to. It's going to be a pitch back and then a punt. And it's a good punt. And it's going to go out of bounds. Now a flag flies in. Straight under center. Going to hand it off to Butt, and he breaks a tackle in the backfield, but he's going to be swarmed under for a loss of a yard. Split backfield behind him. Now a fumble. Strite's got a fall on the football. No, he didn't get it. Lourdes has it. The turnover is Strite didn't handle a snap that time, and Lourdes will have the football on the Edgar 35-yard line. Man comes in motion. They're going to pitch it again to Ridenauer, and he is going to be met and driven backwards. Straight drop. He wants to throw. Now he's going to pull it down and run, and he is going to be knocked down. Lindahl's going to hand it off. Ridenauer straight ahead, breaks a tackle, carrying tacklers this time, down inside the 25-yard line. And he's going to hand it off. No, Lindahl's going to keep it and take it down inside the 20 to about the 19. And now we're going to get movement. Illegal procedure against Lourdes. Yeah, they're showing blitz. Lindahl's going to hand it off. No, they couldn't decide if he was going to hand it off or keep it to their set positions. Lindahl wants to throw. He's got time. He throws. It's going to be knocked away. They came up with. He wants to throw. He's got lots of time. A bullet wide open, man at the 15-yard line, and he's going to get the first down. Read option. Lindahl keeps it, and he's going to be dropped for no gain. Lindahl wants to throw. He's being flushed out of the pocket. Now he throws. It's going to be caught. Receivers to the far side. Straight drop. Lindahl wants to throw. He's being flushed. Avoided the rush. Now he's going to throw to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Stays that way. Lindahl wants to throw. He's got time. Slant pattern. It's going to be caught for the touchdown. Or was it knocked away? No, it's going to be a touchdown. Braden Stadinsky makes the catch. Long snap. And the kick is going to be wide. No good. Wide right. Here's the kick. It's a little squibber. Going to be caught by Shuett. And now he's going to try to get to the far side. He's not going to get there, though. He's going to be dragged down at about the 35-yard line with a safety deep. Strike. Slant pattern to Maurer. He's got it. And into Lourdes territory down inside the 39-yard line. Tight end formation. Straight drop, and he's flushed out of the pocket now, avoids the pressure. Now he's going to throw it up deep, and it's going to be short. Oh, just short hop, 2 to the far side. Out of the gun once again. Strike. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be sacked. No, he breaks away from the sack. Still available. He throws it. It's complete. And this is Hackle breaking across the 30, now slipped and went down. The ball came out, picked up by Butt, but they're going to say Hackle was down, and that's how the half will come to an end. Here, shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands at Fleet Farm. There's the kick. It's going to take a bounce and field it at about the 25-yard line and dropped at about the 28. They're showing blitz. They're going to keep it on the ground, and that's Ridenauer. Actually, Lindahl, the quarterback, brings it ahead. They're going to read option. Lindahl's going to keep it, breaking a tackle and falling forward across the 35. It looked like he was being tackled for no gain. And it's going to be Lindahl again who will keep it, and he will pick up the first down, powering ahead across the 40 before being driven backwards. Once again, Edgar showing blitz, and they're going to drop him for a loss. Ridenauer grabbed it. Once again, another blitz coming. They pick it up. Lindahl throws. It's going to be caught near midfield. It's going to be short of the first down. And Lindahl's going to keep it. He's going to break a tackle. No, he's not. He's going to be dropped on the blitz. And they will pitch it back, and they're going to punt it away. And it's going to be Tucker Strite lets it roll, and it's going to roll dead near the 15-yard line. Double tight end, and Strite's going to hand it off. Quick hitter. And not much there, maybe a couple. That's Maverick Butt for catches in a career. They're going to hand it off inside to Hackle. He got it out to the 20-yard line. And they're going to hand it off and try to get the edge, and once again, nowhere to go. Snap is good. Dakota Ellenbecker, a high, short punt. And it's going to take an Edgar bounce, but it's going to be dead in Edgar territory. Lindahl out of the gun. Straight drop. Wants to throw across the middle. He's got a man behind the defense. Tucker Strite's got to make a tackle. Edgar showing blitz again. Here they come. Flushed out, and they're going to drop Lindahl for a loss. Back inside the 45-yard line. Once again. This time they don't blitz. Lindahl's going to carry the football and pick up positive yardage across the 45. Gets set. Receivers are set. Barely, no, they weren't set. Here comes the pass. It's going to be caught, but that play's coming back again. It's going to be first down, but that's wiped out. Going to be wiped out by a penalty. They're going to hand it off. This is Ridenauer straight ahead. Not much there, maybe a couple. Here comes the shift and the pitch back, and they will try to punt it away, and they'll get it away. It's going to drop, and they're going to let it drop, and it'll be downed by Lourdes. Drives, and they both led to points. Man comes in motion. That's Contreras. Strite wants to throw. He's going to throw it deep to Contreras. It's going to be overthrown. Good coverage out there. I'm talking about just trying to set the record. I'm just talking about using one of your offensive weapons. There's the counter play to Maurer. He busted down the far sideline. First down yardage and more. He breaks a tackle. Finally going to go down at about the 45-yard line. And they're going to hand it off. Try Maverick Butt. Breaks a tackle. Positive yardage down inside the 40 to about the 39. They're going to mark him down at the 40. Cats out of the guns. Tucker Strite handing it off to Hackle. He's going to try to get the edge. Now he cuts it back, and he's going to be dropped. Quick hitter inside. First down yardage and more. And that's breaking the tackles. Maverick Butt is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. He came out of a scrum and busted it into the secondary and then just outran everybody in the end zone. Covent will put it up, and the kick is good. 22-6. Came out of a scrum for a 40-yard touchdown. Here's a short kick at about the 23-yard line. And not much more across the 30. And there was a penalty on a long pass completion as well. Now breaking tackles and into the secondary. That's Ridenauer in 10. Straight drop. Lindahl wants to throw. Now being rushed and sacked. Continues to send extra rushers. Now they're going to blitz again. Lindahl's going to roll out. Now the throw is going to be a penalty flag on the play. Lindahl going to hand it off once again to Ridenauer. He turns it upfield and is going to get positive yardage. Short of the first down. Got it to about the 46. He's going to keep it and run with the football. He's got a hole, but then he slipped and went down. Slides over to the left. Lindahl's going to keep it and try to get the edge. Will he get there? He will. Move the football a little bit more consistently. Lindahl wants to throw. Now he's being flushed. Now he throws. It's going to be well overthrown. He just threw that one away. Lindahl's going to hand it off. Ridenauer straight ahead. Nothing doing. Straight drop. They're going to try to set it up. A little screen pass. It's caught behind the line of scrimmage, but then an open field tackle by Schuett. Straight drop. Lindahl. Here comes the rush. He gets rid of it. It's going to be caught. First down yardage inside the 30. Touchdown if they want to stay in this game. Ridenauer with the handoff. Not much there. Falling forward near the 35. And they're going to hand it off to Ridenauer again, and he is swarmed under. No gain, maybe a loss. Those injuries. Now Lindahl's going to have to throw. Here comes the blitz again. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. He was out of bounds. Straight drop. Here they come again. Oh, there's going to be another hold. So this play will be wiped out even if it's complete. It's not. Straight under center. Fumbled the snap. The ball's loose. And Edgar, I think, gets it back. They're going to hand it off. This is Hackle trying to get the edge. Can't get there. It picked up positive yardage. They're going to hand it off to Maverick Butt. Tries the left side and still on his feet. And now the ball came loose again as he was fighting for extra yardage. Who's got it? Edgar got it back again. And he's able to get it away. It's a wobbler. And it's going to bounce and then be downed. Operating out of the gun, double wing formation, straight drop. Here comes the pressure again. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw. It's going to be well incomplete, out of bounds. The Knights, he's been harassed by the Edgar defense all night. Now he rolls out. Now he throws. It's going to be once again overthrown and out of bounds. Out of the gun. Straight drop. Now he's got time. Now he's going to throw it deep. It's going to be knocked away. He wants to throw a little inside screen. The catch is made, and then the player slipped down trying to make a cut. They're going to try the counter play to Maurer. He's got some running room. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. One man to beat. Now he cuts it back, and he's going to go to the end zone. Great run by Gavin Maurer, and it's a 40-yard touchdown run. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Straight ahead kick, short one, taking it about the 24-yard line, out across the 30, spinning away, and then dropped outside across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. Final game of his high school football career, straight drop back to pass. Here comes the rush again. He's flushed out. Now he's being chased, throws, and once again well overthrown, out of bounds. Now a handoff to Ridenauer inside. Powers ahead for a couple. Not had much time to throw here, especially in the second half. Straight drop again. Now he's being flushed again, being chased. Now he throws off his back foot. It's going to be caught if he's in bounds. And he was. Lindahl straight drop. Now he's being rushed, and he's going to be sacked way back at the 40-yard line. For the Edgar defense, they show rush again. Or blitz again. Here they come. Inside screen. That was set up well, and Ridenauer has it. He's hit and brought down. Receivers left, two receivers right. They're going to hand it off to Ridenauer right up the middle. He's breaking tackles. He's going to be close to the first down, but it's short. Going to be marked down at about the 41-yard line of the Wildcats. Going to be short by a couple. Going to be fourth down and maybe 3, but they may not even get another play off. They're just going to let it go. They're going to let the clock run out, and that's how this one will end, as the Edgar Wildcats get the victory here tonight by a score of 29-6. And we're back here on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Edgar head coach Jerry Sins. Well, you've been doing this a long time, so you start getting up to some big numbers. That's 99 playoff wins for you. Congratulations.
Well, thanks. I didn't know that, but it's a good number.
A win next week is 100 and gets you back to Camp Randall. I mean, this Division 7 defense of your championship's been going really well.
Yeah, we've been playing well. Lourdes presented some different problems, and we've seen a lot of times. I mean, the quarterback was really mobile, had a really strong arm, and could run well too. And but I thought we kind of relaxed in the second half. Thought maybe we were a little nervous in the first half, but I thought the second half we relaxed and played a little better.
The defensive game plan was pretty obvious. You were going to put as much pressure on him as possible and send extra rushers on almost every play, and it worked because he couldn't get comfortable back there at all.
No, like I say, the second half. First half, we were overshooting him a little bit and letting him get out of the pocket. So that was kind of the goal. Hey, keep him in the pocket so that the pressure will get to him. And the defensive backs did a pretty good job, too. 11's a really good receiver. They had a couple of receivers that were hurt, so that was, gave us a little break there, too. But overall, yeah, I thought we played smart, and we didn't let them beat us deep, very often, which they've done numerous times. And, just played a good all-around game.
Offensively, it took a little while to get going, but you were able to bust a couple of big runs again. Your guys are able to bust those big runs somehow. Maverick Butt up the middle, comes out of the scrum and just outruns everybody. And then Maurer on that cutback, down late on the cutback, just an incredible sight and incredible cutting ability.
Now, there were certain things they were taking away from us, and so we talked about that at half, too, that they're taking this away and they're taking this away. Well, all right, maybe we have to try this or try that. And fortunately, a couple of them worked.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Edgar head coach Jerry Sins here. And first we'll talk offense, a little over 100 yards for you again tonight and another big run. Talk about that run up the middle. It looked like you're going to be stopped, and then all of a sudden you come out of there and nothing but end zone in front of you.
Yeah, Tucker, straight our quarterback, he just communicates with us at the line and tells me what I got to do, and I just execute it. With the lineman blocking, it just makes everything work just as well.
Let's talk about the defensive game plan tonight. Obviously, their quarterback's really good, but you guys were sending extra rushers almost every time, and he really had no way to get comfortable, and you really held that high-powered offense down here tonight.
Yeah. The DBs get some credit for getting those coverage sacks, but really we got a gritty defensive line that just keep pounding and getting sacks in hurries every time.
One step away from getting back to Camp Randall. You guys got to be fired up for next week?
Yeah, we're going to focus in practice this week and just focus on our duties every time we step on that field.